Welcome you to the March 3rd, 2022 City Council meeting for Kaysville City. I am going to provide the opening, and I'm going to read a resolution. Okay, the Kaysville City Council stands in solidarity with Ukraine. Whereas on February 23rd, 2022, the Russian military began a brutal assault on the people of Ukraine without provocation, justification, or necessity. Whereas this invasion was premeditated and planned by the Russian Federation, namely its President Vladimir Putin, for months. Whereas individuals serving in the United States Armed Forces at Hill Air Force Base and locations around the world could be impacted significantly by this invasion. Whereas lasting peace and prosperity require respect for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of countries and respect for human rights. Now therefore be it resolved that the Kaysville City Council commends the courage, resolve, and restraint shown by the Ukrainian people in their pursuit of sovereignty and democracy, and pays tribute to the many men and women who gave their lives in pursuit of a free and democratic Ukraine. Be it further resolved that the Kaysville City Council stands in solidarity with the people of Ukraine and Ukraine's fight to defend its sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the freedom of its citizens. Be it therefore resolved that the Kaysville City Council urges the United States federal government and its allies to take substantive action to punish the Russian Federation for its evil actions and restore peace in Europe. Now therefore, the Kaysville City Council does hereby stand in solidarity with the people of Ukraine and the men and women fighting for their freedom, including the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, and make this declaration on March 3rd, 2022. Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We now will open the floor to call to the public. We have one individual signed up to speak, Dwayne Klein. You have 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here, and I want to thank each of you for serving for the City of Kaysville. You guys are doing a great job. I'm a regular reader of the minutes of the meetings, try to pay attention to what's going on. Feel compelled to come today for 2 reasons. One, to talk about water-wise landscaping, and the other about fire district. On the water-wise, I did email each of the council members. I guess maybe I wasn't 100% familiar with the process. Probably should have gone to the Planning Commission first. But I have a big interest in Kaysville being proactive in conserving water. It's been on everybody's mind, probably each of your minds too. What do we do? What can we do as a community, as individuals, to make it so that we still have water for future generations and ourselves? I mean, it's coming to the point where we're pretty short. So part of that motivation, just to be transparent, was to hopefully find a way for Kaysville to qualify for the Flip Your Strip program. Small incentive, but I think it's something that would be a benefit to a lot of our citizens here in the city. Talking to some of the council members about it, and a few other individuals I recognized last year, the Planning Commission took the issue up and looked at and went and visited. Some of you here, I think, went with and visited up at Weaver Basin. Had some really attractive landscaping that they did there, which I think would be a benefit to the city overall. To see, if you drive around and look at most of the park strips in the city right now, they just don't look that great, that are grass, because it was really hard to conserve water and keep that area, which takes so much water, to stay green. So it doesn't look that great. I think I've seen a lot of really nice looking water-wise landscaping. So I'm asking the council to consider finding a way to qualify for that program and to get serious about it, be proactive, and find a way to make that work for everybody. I will go to the Planning Commission members and see if we can get it on the agenda there and see about getting an ordinance for Kaysville City. I understand it has to be something that everybody can work with. Can't be really a burden on the city or the citizenry. But I think there's a way to be able to do that. So I will go back to the council with that, but just ask that when it comes forward, we take a serious look at that and hopefully do it in a quick manner so that we can maybe take advantage of that this year. Any questions about that before I move on? Let me add really quickly, I did talk to Weber Basin District and the director of the Flip Your Strip program, who said that they were very willing to work with Kaysville on compromise according to what would go in an ordinance for Kaysville City. To qualify for the program, it doesn't have to be exactly what they lined out. They will work with us on whatever we need to do there. So I'm not sure if that's the council or planning commission that would negotiate that with them, but they indicated they're very willing to work with us on that. I don't have a lot of information on the fire district. It came to my attention because of the last notes. I did talk to Mike about it some. From my standpoint or from my limited knowledge, I think it does not make a lot of sense for us to enter into an agreement for a fire district. Kaysville, I think, is very well prepared and doing a fine job with their fire department. We need to continue to fund them and give them the opportunity to keep doing a good job. If we entered into an agreement for a district, we lose control of the assets we already have. We lose control of the ability to choose a second location for a fire station, et cetera, et cetera. And we already have an agreement with the other cities to support each other. I was talking to Mike about it. He kind of helped educate me a little bit on that. To me, it makes a lot more sense for Kaysville to stand on its own that way. I think when we look at some of our other neighbors that aren't as prepared as Kaysville, they would greatly benefit from us joining the district. I think that might drag us down. So that's just my opinion.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming.
Is that 5 minutes? I'm sorry.
No, you're great.
You were fantastic, thank you. And sorry that we're not commenting back. Usually this is the time for you to present whatever it is you'd like to present, but we'll definitely, we can have discussions about
You've all got my email
everything.
and
Yes.
phone number, so reach out anytime. But
Yeah,
I'll get together on, like I say, with the Plan Commission to
Okay.
work on the waterway stuff. So
thank you so
thanks for
much.
your time.
Okay, thanks for being here. Okay, appreciate that. We now have a presentation and a word by our Public Works Director, Josh Belnap.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. This is my first time this year, so some new faces. This is exciting. Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to be here. As you might be aware, the city has a program that was started somewhat recently, the Employee of the Quarter program. It's kind of interesting in that this is an employee-led initiative. Employees are provided the opportunity once a quarter to identify coworkers that they feel kind of exemplify the mission statement of Kaysville, that go above and beyond, and that strive to make Kaysville a wonderful place for all of us to live. I am fortunate to have a lot of really great people in the Public Works Department. The Employee of the Quarter at this time has been awarded to Rustin Shoup from Public Works. Rustin is the field supervisor for the storm drain department, so Rustin and the people that he works with are in charge of cleaning, inspecting, repairing approximately 160, 150 miles of underground pipelines that convey stormwater from the east side out to the west side. Rustin, we are extremely fortunate to have him working with all the amazing people in our department. I'm extremely grateful for him professionally and personally, and can't say enough good about him and who he is. The position that he finds himself in is a difficult one, but he's there because of who he is, his work ethic, his knowledge and experience. So I'm just excited to see this awarded to Rustin. There's so many great people that work for this city. Rustin is one of them, and we get an opportunity to give him some credit and honor at this time. So yeah, with that, Rustin is officially the Employee of the Quarter for the first quarter of 2022. And I'd like to invite Rustin up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anything you want to say, man?
Yeah, sorry I don't know many But thank you, I appreciate it, and I really appreciate Shane and Josh for making all this possible. It feels good, I feel appreciated, and I guess working for other cities here, I don't feel like just a number on a piece of paper. I feel like, I guess, an attribute to this city because of what Shane and Josh do. I mean, we feel appreciated, and I think I speak for everyone in Public Works when I say we appreciate everything you guys do for us, so thank you.
Thank you. How long have you been with the city?
2 years.
2 years,
Thank
okay, fantastic. Thank you so
Appreciate it.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Thank you. Thank you, Josh.
Introduce your wife.
Oh, yeah.
So we,
This is Jasmine.
Jasmine, nice to meet you.
thank you.
That beauty right there is my brother.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you, too.
Well, thank,
Also, one of the fine employees of the city.
all right. Well, just thank you very much for letting him work with us at Kaysville City. We appreciate it. We appreciate our employees and how much they really care about what they do.
The Shoops have helped put up fence at my grandpa's ranch for years and years, and,
Really?
oh yeah, and I'm telling you right now that I last about 2 hours out there, and these guys go for 12 at least, sometimes with a few beers on hand.
That's awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's always neat to be able to have great moments like this. Okay, declaration of any conflicts of interest. Do we have any?
No.
No conflicts? No. Okay, all right. We have a, number 5 is consent item. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes of February 17th?
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second. Councilmember Oaks.
Aye.
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 Okay, thank you. That passes unanimously. All right, we have an action item. An ordinance enacting section 4-10-7 regarding the ramp tax advisory committee. Do we have any discussion on this, Shane, or do you want to?
Well, it's from the work item last time, we made the changes that were recommended, and we believe it's ready for approval, and Mr. Stevens couldn't be here tonight, but he mentioned that he and the mayor worked together on getting the announcement for the members ready, and that announcement, I think, went out yesterday, is that right?
It
Mayor?
went out today.
Okay, so that's all ready to go too. So this is the next step in that process, and we're excited to fill that committee.
Okay. Do we have any questions, council, on
It's
that?
just clarification. So after this, we vote on this, then we fill the seats?
Right.
Okay.
So we opened applications, or at least it was posted, so they'll be accepted for 2 weeks. We have 2 people so far that have applied,
Excellent.
which is great. And then we'll have a ramp advisory board.
Good.
Yeah. So any other questions? Anyone? No? Okay, would someone like to make a motion
When's the comment?
after the motion? Isn't it after the motion? Yeah.
No, the public comment. Has
Oh, the
anybody
public,
signed up
oh,
to comment?
someone did? Okay.
I didn't know if they did. Did you sign up to comment? No?
No?
Okay.
Oh,
No,
okay.
there's
All right.
no, yeah.
It's not a hearing.
Oh, do we not do public comment?
Well, we,
It's okay, and of course you can, the mayor has the discretion to do whatever she'd like to do in this case, but the Mayor Witt had that on there as public
Oh.
comment. I think that was because we had the public comment at the end of the meeting, so Mayor Tran has asked to move that to the beginning of the meeting.
Got
So
it.
we didn't want it to be repetitive, but
but you are
Perfect.
good to notice someone, so if someone does, no. Okay, no comments, all right.
I'll make a motion that we approve action item A, the ordinance enacting section 4-10-7 regarding the ramp advisory committee.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second. Councilmember Blackham.
Aye.
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 Okay, thank you. That passes unanimously. We look forward to those applications. So anyone out there who's interested in serving in this committee, please apply. Okay, moving on to council member reports. Does anyone have anything they'd like to report on?
Mayor,
Yes.
I just want to report that I've been working with Ryan Judd on the newsletter, and we came up with a title.
Oh, good.
I think we decided on hometown post. And it's also a blog now instead of a newsletter, so we've got that going for us. We'll see that up on the website soon. And then just also that I've been working with the Interfaith Council, and we're working to set up a meeting.
Fantastic, thank you so much. That'll be great. Anyone else? No? Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
Parks and Rec, okay.
Well, yeah, just one of the things the Parks and Rec wanted us to visit about was discussion about the block party, maybe just getting out and talking to community people, seeing how discouraged they would be if we didn't have the block party, if they want to have it. Like, I'm just going to need feedback from
And this
all
is
of
for
you.
the 4th of July?
This is for the 4th of July, yeah, sorry, we're talking
Okay.
4th of July. That and the other item on the agenda that we typically do is the Unsung Hero Patriotic Devotional. And the chair that's over that is going to be out of town, Snell,
Okay.
Chris Snell. And so the discussion at the meeting was whether or not this would be a good time to not do that, if that's something that we feel like is well-attended, or if we should just incorporate maybe something like it prior to the fireworks.
Oh, that's a thought. Okay, so this is the patriotic devotional that's held the Sunday before.
Typically held the Sunday
4th, right?
before. Kind of the feedback that we were getting was that most of the people that are in attendance are the Davis, like marching band or
Parents and
parents and things like that.
Okay.
And that they aren't really keen, or last year there were some issues with them coming, that they weren't super keen on doing it.
Really?
I've always seen it be a pretty full auditorium.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is why, like, I think they encouraged me to go to council
Okay,
and
yeah,
find out, like, what everybody's thoughts are, because I think they're trepidatious about just canceling things without really hashing it out,
So are they looking for a recommendation at a future time? So
Yeah, I
we
think at a
can-
future time, so
Okay.
I'm just bringing it up now. I guess I could have emailed all of you, but I've got you all in the room, so I'll just tell you right now.
I have a question. If the chair's out of town, is there someone kind of an assistant to the chair?
So that's the thing, like, he was just kind of running it, and so it would be whether or not we wanted to get somebody else to do it, and, how much they want to do it. They're gonna reach out to the band and see how much they
If they wanna
want to do it,
Okay.
I don't know. I was discouraged about that, like, not recognizing someone. I think that's really cool. But then I thought, well, if they could do it before the 4th of July, fireworks, that might be
there's a
cool.
huge
There'd be a
audience
huge
there.
crowd
Yeah.
there cheering and hooping and hollering for one person. I don't know.
Yeah, and there is some quiet time before we start. Well, everyone's just sitting there, so.
It's
I don't
an
know.
option. Anyway, okay, that's my report.
Okay, thank you. Shane?
Just maybe a reminder that you've received some emails about some RSVP for those of you attending the National League of Cities. Please RSVP for those events that you've seen. If you have any questions about that, let me know and we can help you out. But just want to make sure you do that before National League of Cities.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? No, okay. Does someone want to, that's a really short meeting. Make a motion to adjourn?
I will make a motion that we do just that.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.